howdy, how's it going? My name is Bennjipie, and I was working on a video talking about Helldivers and pretty much its fall off. I was like, man, this game really isn't that fun. I had sort of, recorded a bit of it, got some stuff. I'll show the thumbnail right here. And all of that I believe to be accurate. But then they came out with an update. They updated the game. I don't really know exactly all of what was in it. I read a good bit, kind of, skimmed it, but to what I can tell, they buffed pretty much everything. They just are talking about making things funner, more fun, whatever. And overall, it seems like at first, the people who were in charge were not the greatest at managing the game or balancing and all that sort of stuff. And after recent events of Sony and all these things, it's like they got more creative control back over it or something. I don't know what it is. It's sort of like going from Call of Duty being skill-based matchmaking, engagement-based matchmaking. If you don't know anything about that, just think of it as corporate took over Call of Duty. It's been bad, and then randomly they get a bunch of control. That hasn't happened, but it's that sort of thing where you're like, wow, it actually feels really nice to play again. I will probably be playing Helldivers soon. I don't have gameplay for it right now. It's just X-Defiant because that's what I was playing a little bit, but I'll probably give it a try. If they do another patch, I definitely will. But understand that in this update, they, like I had said before, they buffed everything. Stuff got more ammo, stuff got more accurate, stuff got more just stronger. And I don't know what they did to enemies, but gameplay-wise, they're taking out certain missions because they're not as fun. They want to work on them. They're adding different things, making certain parts of missions a little bit more enjoyable to play. And they're adding customization. They also came out with a new battle pass thing. I forgot, is it a war bond? Yeah, the war bonds. They came out with that, and they pretty much just added a bunch of cool shit. There's a secondary that's a shotgun, which looks really cool. I know there's some other stuff. They also added, I don't know if I said it already, but weapon skins and patterns, which is pretty cool. They're something that I saw that they are working on is adding more customization. So I would assume probably colors and things like that for capes and helmets and suits and whatever. Probably having I forgot the actual word for it, but being able to have your character look a certain way, but it actually doesn't have the functions of that look. It has different attributes and things like that. Totally, I would love that. Also, just being able to color your stuff. Everyone would have black or silver, black and gold, that sort of thing. Hopefully they don't do a Destiny 2. I don't want to pay for skins patterns or anything like that. But something that I had said before, something that I was saying even in the video that I was talking about, hey, this game has fallen off. They still, no matter what, their monetary stuff has been great. Being able to earn the V-Buck equivalent within this game is great. Being able to find it around the map is awesome. And I believe that after probably one more update, most likely I'll come back. I'll get my friends to play. You'll see a video on my second channel probably, or another video on here, because overall this is great. I'm glad. I wasn't ever someone who was a hater. I've made videos in the past talking about, hey, patch after patch, this game has gotten worse. And who knows, maybe this update still didn't fix the crashing and things like that. But I know a lot of people, even myself included, who are okay with crashing as long as the game is truly fun. And I think the game is working back to getting towards a place where it's really, really fun. Crashing can be an issue, but they still are also working on that. Honestly, wouldn't be against them slowing down the content update, but just working on, I had said it in the video that I recorded. It's never going to come out. It's never going to see the light of day. But basically saying that they should do something like Rainbow Six Siege, where they did Operation Health, which was all about just fixing the game because the game is really buggy and all these other things. And I think that they should do that. And they could call it something. They could do a war bond for it even, or something like that. I don't even know. They could do a lot for it. But yeah, I know that they'll eventually be adding the third faction or whatever it's called, the different types of enemies, the Illuminates, which are they're aliens, they're highly sentient. I bet if you're watching this video, you know pretty much all about Helldivers, or if you don't, there's plenty of videos out there. I'm not an expertise. I don't know. I don't really know everything about it. I didn't play Helldivers 1. Helldivers 1 is actually much different, but I do have to say, Helldivers 2, when it first came out, was really fun. They were ruining it over time, and I quickly hopped off that game because I just couldn't handle it, of just, you know, crashing the game, just being overly difficult. And the fact that they're including the word fun in their patch notes, it'll bring me back. It'll definitely bring me back. I'm just not in the mood to play on my PlayStation right now. That's really what it is. I think they're working on a lot of stuff more or less in the back end. I don't really know all of what they're doing. I haven't checked the Twitter or like a Reddit thing. I know that like Discord moderators aren't exactly the greatest for Helldivers 2 right now. Like just that server in general isn't entirely the greatest. And overall, that's just something you work on. If like that is the main issue, but the game and everything is good, whatever. Like Discord, whenever, imagine every negative thing about Discord. That is pretty much what gaming Discord servers are like the official ones. They're always super fucking weird. If you are someone who sits in there, I'm sorry to tell you, man, that's not how you look for friends on this game. Just TikTok or something. Just do something else. It's much more enjoyable. But yeah, I do have to say, I'm you know, to a degree proud that they finally are like walking shit back and like fixing stuff and making things better. And it's important. It's important to do that. Most of my video wasn't even like, you know, didn't shit on, you know, monetization or anything. The way that they do their war bonds, the V-Buck equivalent, all of it, it's great. I love it. I love that with this game. And that was something that I praised a lot in my first initial review of this game and like gameplay and stuff like that. It's awesome. I'm so glad that they are working on it and making it better. I know that, you know, me talking about it, saying that I'm so glad that it's better. You may not even like Helldivers, and you're like, well, that shit's fucking ass anyways. I don't give a shit. Like, okay, well, I can't change your mind. I'm not just gonna make you like it. I liked it originally, but hopefully we can also get rid of the it's a skill issue whenever you have an issue with something, because it's been proven now that, hey, when there has been issues with things and people saying, hey, what the fuck, this shit's really hard, this is unnecessarily difficult, it was actually the game and what they were doing to it. Let's hope as well that they get rid of the hidden patch notes or hidden buffs and nerfs and hidden additions to the game besides enemies. If they add in new enemies or things like that, totally cool. I love that. I believe it's the Screecher or something. They had or Stalker, the Stalker nest, and those flying little fuckers, those bugs, and even like the new stuff that they added for the automatons. Overall, love that. I love that so much. If like Minecraft or something did that, that would be insane, because it's just adding more to the game without like fully describing it. I do like getting, you know, like hopefully, you know, if they do something like that, they eventually add in patch notes later. They update that same patch note thread or whatever, or they update the game again, show the patch notes for what it is. Just no hiding stuff. I don't like secrets being kept. That's not entirely the greatest. That doesn't make it fun. Hopefully they also work on the I didn't really check it, but hopefully they're working on the modifiers for missions where, you know, you can only carry three stratagems instead of the initial 4. Maybe if they do that, there's some counterplay. You got to destroy something, then you can access your 4th one. Having, you know, the scrambler one was fine, but having, you know, the hardest mission and it being something where you don't have any guns or anything like that, they're like, hey, use your stratagems, but then they are doing things where they have those like fields that make it so that all of your stuff is scrambled, but only for a certain amount of time, but it always happens to be on you. Or maybe it's the planet. It might be the whole planet. I never noticed it, but I also haven't played in a while. But do expect that I will probably play in the future. Obviously, you know, most people, they're like, I don't give a shit if you fucking play. I don't know who you are. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know who I am either. It makes you feel any better. I don't know who you are. Probably some weirdo. But yeah, like I've said, like the past 30 times, I'm glad that this game is going in the right direction, because that's truly what you need. That's what you need for this game to be better. Has another uprising. Obviously, the only news that most people have seen was the Sony stuff. Hopefully the next bit of news is like, wow, this game is so much fucking fun. They added this and this and that and this and that. They genuinely cooked. If that is a description, like how some people say, they have cooked in the kitchen. They have popped off or started. I don't know. They're doing well. They're doing better. That's what we need. But all right, yeah. If you wanted to see the patch notes, I'll put a link in my description. And if you want to see, I don't know, the other stuff that I've talked about on this game, I'll have a playlist that's going to be a pop-up, or I'll have it in the description as well, of just all the stuff that I've talked about for this game. I've been wrong. I haven't been wrong before, to a degree. Like, I've been right about things, and I'm like, hey, a lot of people are very mad at me. You know, I'll just say, all right. Maybe you guys are right. Just trying to gaslight myself. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Not really as, it's not informational, because I don't like going through all the patch notes on it, because that's not what Helldivers is about, in my opinion. But overall, yeah. I hope you guys have a great day, night, week, month, whole rest of the year. It really doesn't matter when it is. I hope that's great for you guys, though. See ya.